Deep within the specialized root systems of the mangrove forests, a biological filtration plant operates in the harsh salt of the coastline. These trees are masters of desalination, designed to thrive in a saltwater environment that would dehydrate and kill almost any other plant. The machine facts of the mangrove reveal a high-pressure filtration system. Using a process called reverse osmosis, the roots act as a semi-permeable membrane. They exert enough internal pressure to pull fresh water into the plant while blocking out 90% of the sea salt. This engineering solution is supplemented by salt-excreting leaves. For the remaining salt that enters the chassis, the tree uses specialized glands to pump the brine out onto the leaf surface. Here, the sun dries it into crystals, which are then washed away by the rain. The tree also features snorkel roots called nematophores. Since the muddy soil is anaerobic and lacks oxygen, these vertical pipes rise out of the ground to breathe. They are atmospheric intake valves that allow the subterranean hardware to function during high tide. Psychological facts show that these forests act as a buffer for human coastal communities. They absorb the kinetic energy of storm surges and tsunamis, acting as a natural shock absorber. Their presence provides a sense of security for those living on the front lines. Humans must treat and care for these coastal machines, as they are the world's most effective carbon scrubbers. They store up to 4 times more carbon than tropical rainforests. Stewardship of the coastline is the most efficient way to maintain the planet's cooling system. The history of the mangrove is a record of territorial expansion. By trapping sediment between their roots, they literally build new land over time. They are the primary architects of the shoreline, turning shallow water into stable, habitable ecosystems for others. Nature facts reveal that these forests are the nursery for the world's oceans. The complex lattice of roots creates a safe, low-velocity zone where juvenile fish can grow away from large predators. They are the primary manufacturing hubs for global marine biodiversity. Caring for the mangrove is a form of global infrastructure maintenance. When we destroy these forests for coastal development, we remove the retaining walls of our continents. Protecting the mangrove is the only way to prevent the rapid erosion of our coastal heritage. The machine facts of the wood show it is naturally resistant to rot and boring insects. Because the tree is saturated with tannins and salt, it is a pre-treated building material. This chemical fortification allows the structure to stand in water for many decades. Microscopic view of mangrove wood fibers showing the high density of protective tannins. Engineering comparisons often liken the mangrove to a bioshield. Just as a seawall protects a harbor, the dense mesh of roots breaks up the force of the waves. It is a self-repairing, self-growing coastal defense system that outperforms any concrete barrier. Every tide is a lesson in filtration. We often focus on what we take in, but the mangrove proves that what you exclude is just as important for survival. It is a reminder that maintaining your internal purity in a harsh environment is the key to lasting strength. Every coastal forest is a laboratory of biological resilience. By respecting the quiet work of these salt-tolerant engines, we recognize the labor involved in protecting our shores. It is a partnership between the land, the sea, and the trees that stand between them. Let the mangrove remind you of the value of standing your ground. Even when the salt of the world tries to pull the life out of you, having the right filters and roots allows you to stay green. Stability is found in being flexible enough to move with the tide. Take care of the green hardware of our coastlines. As we look toward the climate resilience goals of 2026, the restoration of these filtration forests is a top priority. Respect the roots and protect the salt marsh, so the coastal shield may continue to grow.